Let's see if they let anybody come up in here. Peace, power, and protection. They fighting with my links. I'm putting links in and then they won't let me access the link to my own live. All right, you guys. So let's see who all can make it. I hope y'all staying dangerous tonight. Plasma energy is high. We out here and we ascending. Peace tribe. I hope it's going well for you guys. I apologize about this new link, but they wouldn't even let me get into my other link for my scheduled chat. So peace, power, and protection. We're going to give everybody, hey honey, hey Empress. We're going to give everybody about a couple more minutes and then we're going to get started. I hope everybody's doing good. What's the deal, nephew? What's the deal, Summer Breeze? Peace, peace. Peace, y'all. I hope everything's going good. Y'all having a good evening. There's so much plasma energy, like just out here, just in general. It's just so much going on. Hey, Stanetta. Peace, Empress. You know, the plasma energy is high. If you got a soul and you're a cosmic being, you should just be having so much fun right now. But today, y'all, for the first time, it wasn't really that I was hot. It was just that, like, it was radiating on me so hard. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was just like intense. I'll say that. It was intense. Like, for the first time, I felt like it was just intense. Not like, I mean, it was hot, but it's a different type of hot, y'all. Like it feel like it's going through your body. You understand what I'm saying? Like you feel like it's radiating through you. Like it didn't feel like a hot, like a uncomfortable. It felt a hot, but it felt like more like it was just doing something. You understand? The energy, the energy was doing something to me today. So I went out there, y'all. I had to actually turn my back, you understand, for a second, to get my, bearings about me because, yeah, it is, you understand, that plasma energy is strong. You got to get acclimated to it, tribe. All right, y'all. So let's get started. So today I saw a very interesting article. Yeah, it was, here in Boynton Beach, it's like it was hot, and I think it was so hot because we got so much concrete everywhere too, and it was just like the heat ain't got nowhere to go. Like that concrete, all of this marble and everything that we got, it gets so hot. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that it's just not good ventilation in these buildings, on the streets, y'all, like for real, in these cities. And they not gonna, like, something gonna give. You could already tell, because it was like, I think it got up to like 92 here, but it felt like 104. And it was like so hot out there, bro, almost that like when I was walking with my flip flops started sticking to the to the pavement as I'm walking. And I was like, damn, it's hot as hell out here. But I was fine as long as I was walking. But when I went on my porch and I sat still, that's when I got hot, bro. It ain't no joke. Oh, that humidity, yeah. Yeah, it's getting dense too. Not so bad here. But anyway, so let's get started. So today I came across an interesting article, you guys, and I wanted to share it with the tribe because we're gonna build on what we was talking about yesterday. You understand? I think that was yesterday, y'all. Time, for me be looping, you understand? But we was talking about oh, for real as hell. I don't be knowing what day it is, hours sometime. Like it's weird. It's weird. It's weird, y'all. Like I ain't gonna never be on time again because I'm not on the clock. You understand? So I don't Anyway, moving forward though, what I was saying was, so yesterday we was building off of that, we extraterrestrials, you understand? And so I was talking about at the end, you understand, when the person came up from the Viking bloodline, and I was talking about the Celts and all of that that went on over there, and the Serpentine matriarchs or whatever who trained them up, and then they wiped us out. Well, somebody said it's called getting cooked. Well, you guys, who is this? Let me see, y'all. They already getting started in the chat. Do anybody want to be a moderator? But anyway, you know what? I'm just not going to pay them no attention because I knew they was going to get started in the chat. But anyway, like I was saying, I was talking about yesterday, I was talking about them Celts and the Vikings or whatever. And so when I was talking about it, I was telling you guys that they were trained up by the Serpentine matriarch. Oh, come on. I was telling you all that they was trained up by the Serpentine matriarchs. That's my daughter. And so an interesting article came up. And the interesting article that came up, you guys, was published, and it was talking about that now they're coming out with the world's first robot that's going to be a humanoid robot that's going to be able to give birth to actually human beings. Them clone beings that I've been telling y'all about, that I was talking about on that other chat, and I said that they came out of Petri dish and they was cloned. Well, here go your proof right here, because it's nothing new under the sun. So you understand, you could come on this chat, you understand what I'm saying, and you can feel however you want to feel. But if you were cloned by a bitch, that's just what you are. You understand? So let's keep on going with the discussion. So, all right, you guys. So, can you all see the screen? All right, so these is the lizard race out in China, you guys. All right, can one of you all throw a 1 in the chat if y'all can see the screen? Thank you, thank you. And we're going to ignore the inorganic beings that's on here that's possessed with demons, because I'm glad that y'all came on here tonight. Hold on, let me let y'all know something. Let me let y'all know something in this chat. Each and every one of y'all that came on here with that energy, you see that behind me? See, I do something called dark magic. I ain't nothing to fuck with. So you on the right chat tonight, because trust me, it's something that's gonna come visit all y'all ass. You fucking with the right one. Now, we getting ready to turn the screen. That was your warning. All right, so now we talking about the humanoid robots, you guys, okay? And so this was out of China. So I'm gonna start out with this video so y'all can see, right? All right. So just read the captions or whatever. And then we're gonna get into how these people has always been clones.
我们现在下一步在打造的这个怀孕机器人呢，就是这个家用的这个机器人的其中一项功能。它也要怀胎十月吗？是需要那么长时间的啊，完全就模仿这个人的这个子宫，其实就是跟真人怀孕是一样的啊。我们只是打造了一个这个怀孕的跟真的这个子宫呢，包括它的温度啊，还有它的生长环境啊，周边环境啊，完全是一样的。羊水的那个。对，包括羊水也是人造羊水。现在技术都是很成熟的。那目前这个技术就是孕育箱的技术都是比较成熟了。我们现在就怎样来把这个孕育箱结合到机器人的肚子里，植入到它的腹部，然后怎样真人跟机器人能让它受孕，受孕过程以后呢，就是肚子里面让它就成长，这个是我们要做的。
All right, so That's the video, you guys, and I hope that y'all can see it. So they talking about doing what? They talking about a humanoid robot actually giving birth to a human being. So this is basically what we've always been saying, you guys, that they came out of a petri dish, that they was incubated in something that wasn't human. And this is facts. And all that they doing is they doing the same cycle that they did before. Because on my last lecture, I told you all that what humanoid, these clones only get 3 generations, right? And I talked to y'all and I said what? I said around 1936. Just remember all of these dates I'm telling you all. I said around 1936 is when they rolled out them first clones, and that they only had 3 generations, and then they was getting ready to have to do it again. That's what I told you guys, right? So it's a lot of truth that's in the article, baby. So let's get into the article now. So I'm finna flip my screen again. Can you all see my screen? The world's first humanoid giving birth. You see that? You see that? I just want y'all see that picture, right? All right, let's get it. So what's that? That's a clone baby, all right, inside of a robot. All right? Okay, now let's get it, okay? Because like we said yesterday, we said what? We said that ain't nothing new under the sun. And when these people put an article out here, they doing what? They putting an article out here because they want people to get conditioned. You understand? They want us to get conditioned, you understand, to being used to what they always have been, you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out here. And then after we start out here, you understand, we're gonna go to the to Coney Island so I could show you all the humanoid babies from the 1920s. So let's flip the screen again. All right. So this right here says scientists in Kaiwa Technology in Guangzhou, China are developing a humanoid robot capable of carrying and delivering a human baby, y'all. Okay, it says it's a world's first innovation. Y'all, that's not a world's first innovation. Like I told y'all, these people is clones and they from the lizard race. And if you looking right there, you looking at a lizard clone right there. That's why we built the Great Wall. You understand what I'm saying? So let's just keep it real. All right, these people is dying in massive numbers. These people's fertility is in the toilet right now. And this is facts. They don't have the proper genetics that they need, and they need another clone body. They women ain't reproducing no more, okay? 3 generations, just like I said, and they need another something, now a robot, to give birth to these clone babies. So let's talk about it. So led by Dr. Zhang Qifeng, a PhD graduate, okay, from Nanyang Technology University. The team claims that it's in a mature stage, okay? A mature stage. All right, it says that the robot will mimic the entire pregnancy process from conception to birth, you guys. With the fetus, it says, growing inside an artificial womb, nourished via a tube and surrounded by artificial amniotic fluid. So it ain't even gonna have real amniotic fluid. An artificial womb, artificial amniotic fluid, okay? Let's keep going. Dr. Zhang explained, now it needs to be implemented in the robot's abdomen. So that's a real person, and the robot can interact to achieve pregnancy, allowing the fetus to grow inside. Now, you guys, these people know they done. You come over here, you can say what you want to, bitch, but that's your people out here, inorganic ass, with artificial wombs right here. It's a whole article right here talking about you trying to get a robot to carry a baby because your woman is infertile, okay? Because you was a bot bitch clone. And that's what you need to know. Now let's keep on moving. You could be mad at that, but be mad at your mammy, bitch. Now let's keep moving. All right. So they set to be priced, y'all. It's approximately about $14,000, y'all. And the prototype is slated for release next year. Okay, they rolling this out within a year. Okay, you know. While specifics on fertilization remain unclear, the technology draws from prior success with premature lambs sustained in a bio bag. All right, you guys. So look at this. They done been fucking with the lambs, putting them in bio bags. Okay, this what your money going to. Okay, it aims to address China's what? Rising infertility rates. Hold up. Y'all ones that's on here that want to smoke, what that say? It's designed for what? Hold up. For what? Hold up. For what? Hold for what? What? What's that? What that say right there? Infertility, bitch. Which climbed from 11.9% in 2007 to 18% in 2020. They ain't even keeping up with it no more, y'all, because it's in the dirt now, okay? They don't even want to release the numbers. Trust me, I know, okay? Critics argue that it deprives fetuses of a maternal connection and question its ability to replicate complex biological processes like maternal hormone secretion. Trust me, they already got clones, so they go stick them up with our hormones. You want to know what hormones they use? They use the hormones of melanated women. Yeah, that's what they got all of the stem cell lines from, was melanated women and melanated people. So that's how they alive today anyway. That's how they got all their cancer research. That's how the whole field of molecular biology and gynecology got birth. That's right. Y'all field of it, because all of these disciplines existed before y'all ever was cloned the first time. So let's get back into it, because the article just proved it, everything I'm saying. Scary ass is over here. You can say whatever the fuck you want to, but here go the article right here talking about your inorganic ass and how you got to use inorganic means to even try to survive for whatever little bit of fucking time your inorganic ass got left. So let's keep it pushing. Shit too wild. You wouldn't understand. They talking about legal discussions with Guangdong authorities are underway to address these issues. The lizard fucking race, y'all. The lizard race. So that's the article, you guys. So, like I was saying, molecular biology. You guys, I'm serious about that. These people got 3 generations. What happened was, when they let me not get ahead of myself, because I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let me go to my other article too, because this ain't nothing new, and this ain't nothing new under the sun, you guys. That's what I'm trying to help y'all to see, because these people been implementing shit. Like I said, the Great Reconstruction that they told y'all was really the murder and slaughtering of our indigenous ancestors that lived all over this earth, that populated this whole earth. And these beings, you understand what I'm saying, came or whatever, and it was a big battle on this land, and it wasn't no BC and all of that bullshit that they trying to make up, because we see right now they fertility rates is in the trash, okay? When did we see these beings first come over here to our land, okay? When they supposedly landed on Plymouth Rock. That's the first clone beings that ever hit here, motherfucker. And this is facts on facts. Something created you. You ain't a natural being to the earth. And this is just real hard facts. If you was, you could take the sun, and if you was, you wouldn't be getting infertile right now. You infertile because your genes is not correct. to sustain fertility for more than 3 generations unless you get in the womb or a melanated woman and you get some genetics to help you along. And even integrating with us in the 1950s didn't give you no extra time because you done been cancer ridden since. And the reason why melanated people got cancer is because we made it with y'all and we eating your pasteurized foods and we living in your dirty ass houses and we get intoxicated with you with endocrine disrupting toxins so y'all can make it look like we the same as you, but we not. We nothing the same because one is a clone and one is the original man. So let's get into it. What did they do before? Let's talk about the original incubator babies then. You understand? Because we ain't got the bullshit on nobody. We could just show them what they is right here. Somebody throw a 1 in the chat if you can see the screen. Now this Coney Island, New York. Okay? What that say right there? Thank you, Elby. What that say right there? That say incubator babies. Now they going for incubator humanoid robot, right? But right here we got incubator babies, okay? Cabbage Patch Kids, okay? Hold up, orphan train motherfuckers. That's you, bitch. That's you. Want none of this yours. You came over here and you moved in and stole every fucking thing you got. And you still trying to lie, steal, deceive, and take everything that we got still now to this date because it'll never fucking be you. If it was ever you, you wouldn't have to put up all the motherfucking gates and you wouldn't be trying to hold us back with all the bullshit. So let me show you what you really is. You a clone bot bitch. And that's why you gotta put up all the gates because you an unnatural motherfucker. Now, let's go. So look at them peering at it. It was amazing because they had finally figured out how to put these killer ass clones in something to keep them alive because they was all being born as premature and shit. I'm for real as hell. So let's keep going. You understand? This article came out on the 15th of August in 2018, you guys. All right, 2018. Okay. All right, so what this article saying? It says tourists strolling around the Coney Island boardwalk in the summertime circa 1920 would have heard barkers beckoning, don't forget to see the babies. Hold on. Don't forget to see the babies. It was amazing that they had finally figured out how to replicate them clone motherfuckers. So amazing they had them in a whole circus. Let's go, y'all. All right, the 1920s, right? It said those that heeded the call, perhaps after enjoying a hot dog or a ride on the Cyclone, paid a quarter and stepped into a room where they saw the tiniest infants weighing 2 or 3 pounds each were on display in individual what? Incubators, okay? They said, Madame Wright, their nurse, occasionally wowed the crowds with special tricks, placing her diamond ring around the baby's wrist, okay? Inorganics, all right? Inorganics. You couldn't even be put in the womb, bitch. You had to get in the incubator. Wasn't even nothing there to birth your ass. Couldn't even get your genetics right. They were still working on the killer clone. All right? It says it may have been the strangest place on earth for human tots to be fed, nursed, and cared for, as Brooklyn Eagle reported in 1903. But for much to early mid-20th century, precious few treatments were available for them preemies, for them goddamn incubator babies, y'all. That's them. That's the first artificial womb. All right. So it says Dr. Martin Cooney's Baramuse showcase was their best chance. Listen, y'all. So whether at Coney Island or Atlantic City, a number of world fairs, let me blow that up, y'all, that world fairs, okay, and amusement parks across America where Cooney and his family set up their concession, the preemies that hospitals largely dismissed as weaklings got a second chance at life. Y'all, They was cloning them so hard that they was discarding them because they couldn't figure out how to keep them Cabbage Patch Killer clones the fuck alive. So this man figured out how to incubate them to keep them alive, okay? And then took it around the world to the World Fair and had actually these killer clones and incubators for everybody to pay a quarter to see. Let's keep on going. All right. So, novelist Don Raphael's new book, nonfiction, The Strange Case of Dr. Couney, How a Mysterious European Showman Saved Thousands of American Babies, okay? American Killer Clones, re-examines Corey's story, okay? And then they talking about the history and everything like that. You understand? It says Cooney lied about his birthplace, changed his name more than once, and may or may not have been a real doctor. The man that's running the Killer Clone show, they said he lied about his birthplace. So where the fuck he come from? That's what they always say when a motherfucker, an alien motherfucker, they always say mysterious or they don't know where they was born, you understand? Change their name more than once. Why you gotta change your name all of these different type of times? You a killer clone bitch, motherfucker. That's why. You trying to be deceptive, okay? And he wasn't even a real MD. So how you know how to do all of this incubator baby and all of this technology and stuff? But you ain't even a real medically trained doctor or nothing. Who gave it to them? How did they get it? Just food for thought. You understand? Because they put it right here in our face. You enter and overstand, tribe. So all right, y'all. They hit me. Throw one in the chat if y'all still here. I think I see some of y'all. All right. Peace. All right. So let's get back to it. All right. So they said, but he also pioneered the study and practice of neonatology in America. Okay. And some of the 65,000 or so newborns that he rescued between 1896 and 1943 are still around to prove it. What? 65,000, y'all. Newborns that he rescued from 1896 to 1943. And some of them killer clones is still around to prove it. Is y'all still on the chat? Y'all still here? Throw a one in the chat. All right, let's get back to it because they keep on, they hitting the hell out of my feed. They just sent every daemon that they could to try to disturb me. That didn't work. So now they just hitting my fucking feed. People is real fucking scary of the truth, bro. It ain't nothing but the truth. It is what it is. You can hear the feed 1,000 times. That ain't gonna change the fact you a motherfucking clone, bitch. Let's keep on going. All right. So it says he saved some of the 65,000 or so newborns he rescued between 1896 and 1943. So thousands of these clones was out here. They was dying. They couldn't fucking reproduce. You in there and understand? Till this goddamn alien dude, you understand? Because that's what he was. He was an alien. He ain't got no birthplace. He ain't got no name. And he wasn't a doctor. Okay? Came with this what? Artificial technology to keep what? Them killer clone babies alive. All right, let's keep on going. Okay, it says an apprentice with Dr. Pierre Constantine Boudin, who developed successful incubators in Paris Maternelle, set the stage for Cooney's later side shows. Okay, side shows, y'all. Look at this dude. Do this seem like somebody that think that's a precious baby, or do that look like somebody that's holding something like it's an experiment? Look how he got them things. Look at them. Look how they looked. Okay, he just got them out like that, holding them by their neck. Cabbage Patch Kids, bro. Let's get it. You right. Ashe Swift straight Cabbage Patch Kids, bro. They gave them a birth certificate and a name, which was our fucking names, and then they put them up in here like they was us after they wiped us out, bro. And this is the proof of that right here. Y'all bitches ain't been here all that time. That say 1896 to 1943, bitch. That don't say y'all done been here since BC, your old lying dusty ass. You can't even be here for more than 3 fucking generations. Fuck them. Lying dusty bitches. Then they get mad when you come on here and you show them what they is. Excuse me, y'all. I just got to thinking about it. You understand? Old inorganic ass, bro. Anyway. All right, so it says the plummeting French birth rate. Here we go again. Let me go up in it so you can see it. Right there, it says the plummeting French birth rate spurred more than a few doctors, including, Andre Lyon and Dr. Etienne Tonnier, Boudin's mentor, towards advances in incubation. So they was what? Tribe. They was what tribe? They was infertile like they is now. Because what did I say? I said they only had what? A couple of generations. So they was always done being infertile, y'all. That's the whole point that I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? And they come out with this technology to roll some more Cabbage Patches out after that generation of Cabbage Patches go, bro. These some Cabbage Patch Kids, bro. They some killer fucking clones. Let's keep on going. All right. In 1896, Boudin sent his protege, Couney, to the Great Industrial Exposition of Berlin to exhibit his child hatchery. It's literally called a child hatchery, y'all. Courtney filled the newfangled incubators with live children, which impressed a promoter named Samuel Skiskin, who then invited him to exhibit at Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee in London the following year. Look at this man, y'all. Look at their history and look at what they is. No genetics whatsoever. No genetics, bro. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. But you want to be up here like you got some real, man. Look at this. Listen to what this article saying. You understand? The editors of the prestigious British medical journal, The Lancet, visited the nurslings there and commented on a subject of incubator shows on a few occasions. And made The Lancet outline the technical aspects of incubator construction and mentioned the fact that they use incubators has not yet become general in England. And any successful attempt to improve the construction of incubators to render this life-saving apparatus available to the general public must be welcome. Well, damn. Ain't that the same thing that's happening now with these humanoid robots? Yes, it is the same thing that's happening right now with these humanoid robots because these motherfuckers ain't inorganic. You a clone and you're mad. And it ain't my fault you a clone. Blame your mama and blame your fucked up genetics. Because here go an article showing you what you really is. You can't be mad at me. Be mad at them for creating you. I ain't create you. I ain't do it to you, bro. I ain't fuck up your genes. You understand? That was done before me. Them clothes was put in you before I had anything to do with it. You understand? You hot with me. You're mad with me. But it ain't my fault. I ain't made you. I ain't the one that lied to you about what you is and pumped your head up and made you really think that you was superior when you was always inferior. That wasn't me. So you can't be mad at me, bro. Be mad at the people, at the beings who created you. Be mad at your God. Because your God looked like me, bitch. Now let's keep it going. How about, it's funny that they always want to holler racist when you tell them what they are. Anyway, All right, let's keep it pushing because they 38 hot on this chat when you get to telling them what they is. So let's keep on reading. In July, after some imposter sideshows popped up, the journal published another article focusing on specially trained nurses and consistent feeding schedules, y'all. So they had to get their feeding schedules together, y'all, figure out how to feed these killer clones required for effective preemie maintenance. Okay, so they had to figure out how to maintain these clones. Okay, they butt hurt. This what you is, you a clone, bitch. Look, in February of 1898, the article titled "The Danger of Making a Public Show of Incubator Babies," the editors decried the incubator shows stationed too close to smelly leopard cages and penny peep shows. Look, they had them right in there with the farm animals, okay, the wild exotic animals and the tricks, okay, the clone babies right there next to a leopard, and then the other tent was the tricks. So you could go get sucked up in one tent. You could walk past the clone babies. Okay, this show you what these people is, and then you could go and look at a leopard. That's how much they cared about your clone ass, okay? But they want you to think that you superior. You came out of incubator next to a bitch sucking a dick and a motherfucker and a leopard. This your history. This your people, okay? This how they did you. This ain't my people right here. This y'all. Hold on, let's go back up here. This y'all people. This ain't this y'all. This y'all people. Y'all have a good time. This y'all people though. This y'all people. Next to the exotic animals and the stripper hoes. Bitch, they put you right in there with the animals that they spliced to make your monkey ass. Y'all, let me stop. Out of control, bro. Out of control, dog. Out of control. This y'all people, this where you come from. This your history right here in the article, bro. You can't be mad at me for just reading the article and telling you what you is, bro. Right next to the leopards and the motherfucking prostitutes, bro. Nasty ass people, bro. Let's keep on going, bro. This ain't me. This them. This showing you what you is. This ain't me. You understand? Let's go back forward one more time. The danger of making a public show of incubator babies, okay? Decried the incubator shows stationed too close. Let's get up on it. What was it too close again to? To smelly leopard cages and penny peep shows. That's where they had you at. That's where they had them clones at. That's where they had you at. Okay, that's what that say right there, underlined for you in red. Okay, that's where you came from. Clone. Okay, clone. All right, you a clone, bro. And you was right next to smelly leopard cages and penny peep shows, bro. Right there in the animal piss. Bruh, that's what you is, bro. I ain't the one that said it. That's the real, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Shit, it's in black and white and red and white now too with the highlight, nigga. They highlighted it. Shit, I ain't highlighted, they highlighted for you to know what you is. Okay? Now, let's keep on going. Nonetheless, incubator shows quickly became a craze, y'all, after their popular and profitable British debut. So Couney, who had then immigrated to the United States, immigrated, motherfucker. That mean he an immigrant. That mean he not an original being to this land. like all of y'all motherfuckers did. You immigrated through Ukraine. You came up through Hitler's program. They tried to get the clones right. Then they brought y'all ass over here. Then they figured out how to get you good in incubators. Then they brought some more of y'all motherfuckers over here, okay? And then they flooded us with y'all when you came in the fucking Ellis Islands, and all of y'all killer clones changed your names and took our titles, motherfucker, the real fucking original beings that was here. Don't ever play with me, because I'll go up and down through your fucking genetics and back and forth too, because I really am a molecular biologist and I really am a doctor. So I'm on here being real late, but I'll take your ass down real quick. This is what you is, though. This is what you is in layman's terms. But we could go all the way down through your genetics, all the way down to the molecular biology of it, the motherfucking heme and every motherfucking thing. Chromosomes, I could talk about it, bitch, because I done seen what you is, too. And if any racist motherfucker ever want to go live or ever want to challenge me on it, any doctor in the country that want to challenge me on what the fuck y'all is, could come right on here and I'll light their ass up, bro. Because it's probably maybe 3 people like me in the country that could do what the fuck I do. So I'm being very layman right here, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now let's keep on going. Talking about these people. All right, so the incubator shows, y'all, it became a craze, right? And it became what? Profitable. All right, so this killer clone immigrated to the United States to do what? Took the show on the road. First stop was Omaha. They over there in the Midwest in our old temples, located on the midway near the Wild West show and the camel ride. Courtney failed to attract much attention. And then he took his show to the Hawking Crew Cabinet Beer to nursing mothers, okay? He took to Hawking Crew Cabinet Beer to nursing mothers, all right? Thought it was so said that to keep their milk healthy as possible, he wouldn't let his wet nurses have so much as a wet soda, an orange soda. So y'all hear this? They giving beer to the nursing mothers and every fucking thing, y'all. Just this what they is, bro. Let's keep on going. Like, I can't even say nothing because it's saying it for me. After a child was admitted, it received a bath, and if it was able to swallow a small dose of brandy. Them motherfucking things was so inorganic. They was giving them alcohol and every fucking thing to try to get their fucking pH and stuff right. See, look at this. All right. Then it says from there, he turned up at major fairs and amusement parks, playing the role of a greeter and smoozer. After Omaha, he hired a nurse, all right, who later became his wife, and professionalized the exhibition with her insistence on cleanliness and procedures. After a child was admitted, it received a bath. If it was able to swallow, it got a dose of brandy. Then it was swaddled, okay, bound, all right, in pink or blue, and placed in an incubator where it stayed on view all day except during feeding every 2 hours. That's where we get the feeding every 2 hours, though, y'all. You know how they told you that you got to put your baby on the schedule? You in there and overstand. I know it blinked, but I know it should have. You know how they tell you that melanated people, I ain't talking about no clone, but you know how they tell us that you got to put your baby on the schedule every couple hours and stuff like that. That's not us. You understand? That's an inorganic clone ass diet. You understand? And that infamil shit, that ain't for us. You understand? That's for a clone ass motherfucking baby. That's why your baby having so many problems. Give your baby the natural breast milk from your breast, bro, and take that shit off that schedule. You understand? Your baby gonna tell you when it's hungry. Our metabolism is 100% different than theirs. They're trying to disrupt our natural metabolism and force us into an eating schedule and reprogram our minds to eat like a clone ass bitch at morning time, noon, and evening, when that ain't even nothing like our genetics and nothing like what we supposed to be doing. So don't program your baby like a clone. You understand? When your baby come here, put your baby on the natural rhythm of you and what your baby is in tune with. And you gonna be successful in at least helping to not toxify your child with so much endocrine disrupting toxins and mess up their natural circadian rhythm of how they sleep wake cycles is supposed to go. Because you waking your baby up in and out of their dream state, which is what they want you to do. They want you to disturb your child, disturb their brain forming different connections and stuff like that in their dream state that they need in that time. Just trust me, these people be doing fucked up shit. We is not them and we never will be. So let's keep on pushing. We're gonna go back over. All right. So, all right, aside from constant warmth, what the newborns needed was breast milk in whatever form it could be administered, a wet nurse, a bottle, or spoon through the nose, okay? They were so teeny, all right? Baby Arlene from Long Island weighed between 1.5 and 2 pounds when she arrived in 1932. The onlookers questioned if she was still really alive. Again, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They tiny, y'all. They is tiny compared to what we is naturally. If we didn't never take all of them vaccines and we wasn't never toxified, y'all, and everything like that, our genetics allow us to get 7, 8 feet or taller. You enter and understand? They had to attack our genetics, bro, because you would see the difference. And even still right now to this day, you see the difference. And if you really want to know the truth, that's why they bombing Sudan right now. Some of the tallest people in the world with them genetics still alive, still here. Them generations is over there in Sudan and stuff, down in Alabama, Mississippi. You understand what I'm saying? I had aunts and uncles that was 7 feet tall. My mama is 5'8". I'm 5'7", but my son's 7 feet. So what happened? All of them fucking vaccines and stuff. But your body figured out a genetic code to defeat that now. Because we miraculous beings, we got something called DEA. But I'm just telling y'all this so y'all can understand why they babies so small, why they so little. You in there and understand what's going on with them. You a clone, you understand? And if they wasn't fucking with our genetics with vaccines and stuff, we would be super tall. And that's why a lot of our kids is getting super tall and stuff again. Shit, my son's 7 feet, he's 16. So it's coming back. Ashe. So let's keep on reading about these killer clones real quick because I'm almost done. All right. So they had a pay-per-view NICU, y'all. They had them on display, tribe. That's what that's saying. It was a pay-per-view NICU. That's what they describing it as, okay? And it was part of a larger tradition of medical and freak show spectacle. A medical and freak show. That's what they called them. I ain't say that. Look at it with medical and freak show spectacle. Bro, listen. I ain't called it that. That's what they said, right? Okay, let's keep on going. Some freaky ass shit, some abnormal ass crazy bullshit, bro. That's them. Let's keep on going, bro. I ain't playing. Like, the truth is here. You just gotta read it. According to the historian Bert Hansen, Hansen compares the children to those on display at Bowery's Globe Dime Museum in 1866. These children suffered a dog attack which occasioned the use of Pasteur's experimental rabies vaccine. They had all kind of viruses and all kind of shit, y'all. The incubator infants and these other marvels satisfied the public's curiosity about the new miracles of medicine. Medicine to keep clones alive. Let's keep it pushing because we almost done. Coney would have agreed. His audience adored the wee babies and he was proud of his role as, you know, a propagandist or whatever. All right, y'all. You understand? It says not only did his incubator shows publicize the issue of preterm birth, on which doctors largely kept mum due to the high rate of fatalities, okay? He educated the public and advanced premature infant care more than anyone else in the U.S. at that time. He was also perhaps unwittingly combating another spreading evil, the eugenics movement. You look, doctors have long labeled preemies as weaklings that couldn't be saved. You know they had to throw them eugenics in there, y'all. And you know, I'm gonna put the link in the article because it goes on to talk, you understand, like the article's long, you understand. And y'all basically got the summary of what's going on there with that. You enter and understand. So you guys, ain't nothing new up under the sun. That's all I'm telling you. They talking about they rolling out humanoid robots that the first ones that could give birth, but that's already done been done. Some of these motherfuckers is humanoid clones, humanoid robots. Yesterday I showed you where these motherfuckers neurons ain't linked up because they're clones, so now they gotta use a chip or whatever just to try to get function. You understand what I'm saying? To try to act like they telepathic like us. You enter and understand. You know, this is no slight to nobody. You enter and understand. I don't have no slight for anyone, but I'm a teller of the truth, and the truth is the truth. You enter and understand. Some people can't handle the truth, but I just feel like if you can't handle the truth, this ain't the page for you. This ain't the stream for you. This ain't the flow for you, bro, because we over here in the truth, because we know what we really is. You enter and understand. You came through some incubators. You came from a petri dish, bro. You came from genetic splicing, yo. You came from a test tube, bro. Shit's too fucking real. That's the proof right there in the articles where you came from. Thousands of you. They said what? This man wasn't a doctor. He didn't have a place of origin. He didn't have no name. Why? Because he was an alien motherfucker that came here to put these goddamn clones in play, bro. And we'd have been running around here as melanated people because we done forgot who we is, and we done been fucking with clones and all kind of shit. And now we got all kind of crazy genetics and some of us and shit going on. Shit's too fucking real. I'm just telling the truth about what it is and the truth about what it ain't. And a motherfucking clone bitch now want to pay melanated men, you understand what I'm saying, to come over to their countries and stuff, to mate with they fucking women, to buy themselves a little bit more extra fucking time, bro. That's all it's going to do is buy you a little bit of time, but not too much. Like I said, within 3 generations, bro. And that's what it's showing you. You understand? These beings ain't been here no long amount of time. These beings came over here in incubators and on boats, bro. Straight up and down, don't even frown. Y'all motherfuckers came straight over here out the caucus, out them portals and shit, and them labs that's still over there to this day. You understand? Fake ass war. Ain't no war going on over there, y'all. Them not no real war. The real war is for the labs and the shit that's going down over there, bro. Russia about to be under fucking water, is underwater. That's all on my page. Alaska shaking like a fucking leaf. They had to go over there to Anchorage. You couldn't go to the other side, motherfucker, because the other side of Alaska being fucking evacuated right now. Don't play with me, bro. We know what these people are. We aware now. You understand? We know the truth. Good evening, Darren. You understand? We know the truth. And the truth is what the truth is, bro. You got declining fertility rates again, and so you done remixed it now, and now you just going on and showing what you is for real. And you got a humanoid robot with a fake ass womb now to carry them goddamn fake ass, goddamn clone ass motherfucking kids and people and fucking beings. You enter and understand? Inorganic clone ass people create inorganic clone ass things, bro. If you ain't fertile, bro, that you ain't fertile because you ain't a natural being to this earth, and you can't take the plasma energy and the radiation from the sun, bro, and it's knocking out that genetic code, bro, because you not from the sun. You ain't got a soul. You was created here from the spirit. The spirit of our blood, motherfucker. Spirit ain't gonna get you nowhere but here, bitch. You can't get nowhere else. And this is just true facts. You enter and understand. A bitch is tired. You understand? I come down here, you know, I'm just tired of the 3D bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? They want to keep us looped in a cycle. This the same shit that they done rolled out before. And they keep on rolling out the same shit again and a fucking again. We over this motherfucking shit, bro. Ain't nobody getting ready to go back through no more cycles of oppression. None of this motherfucking shit. Let the sun burn y'all ass up. Let the water quake. Let the earth move. Let the mountains shake. Let it all take y'all ass this time. And this time when it take y'all ass, it won't even be a blip in history that y'all motherfuckers existed. Degenerate, terrible fucking beings of people, bro. Do terrible fucking stuff. Murder millions of people, bro. Gave people a hot sauce shot. You enter and understand? Just innocent people, bro, because you mad because it could never be you, bro. It could never be you, bro. Coronavirus my ass, bro. The corona is your crown. You understand? That's your crown fucking chakra. You better know what the fuck is going on. Ain't got shit to do with what they talking about. Virus my ass, that was a toxin, bitch. If it was so bad, why everybody ain't dying from it now? Why ain't even having not one time? Nigga, please. Coronavirus, bro. Sun virus, bro. Talking about the children of the sun. Talking about our consciousness rising. Coronal mass ejection is the mass ejections that come from our brain hemispheres. I'm trying to help you to understand. Children of the sun. Plasma fucking beings. We not like everybody else. We nothing like everybody else. But everybody want to be fucking like us. We nothing like everybody else. We don't be over there where we don't be worried about nobody. Everybody worried about us, motherfucker. And what we doing. And what we talking about. Why is that? Because you a clone. There's some clones, motherfucker. You gotta look and you gotta follow. What have you ever done that's great? What have you ever invented? Ever. Nothing, bro. Nothing. You lied about every fucking thing. You ain't built shit. You ain't done nothing great. And all of this technology that y'all saying is technology already fucking existed. The clone robots having babies already existed. That's how the first clone motherfuckers of y'all got here. All of this shit. You a clone, bro. Period. They took the backbone of animals and different things like that, and they took our God genes, some of our genes, and tried to splice it together and create a clone. And that's why you'll never be able to leave us the fuck alone, because you can't survive without melanated genetics. You can't survive, period. If you don't like melanated people, you need to stop taking every medicine on earth, because every medicine on earth came from us. This is facts. All of them gene therapies and everything that they taking right now to get rid of cancer and all of that type of stuff. All of them cell therapies and stuff that they got out for your little weak ass T cells and stuff, because you're breaking down the goddamn plasma energy, breaking you down because you can't harness it. You understand? It's burning you up. You ain't got the genetic codes to harness the energy, to do nothing with the energy, so it turning into tumor cells and stuff like that, because you ain't got the right genetics, bro. Shit's too real. The sun killing you, bro, because you're not of the sun. It's just straight up and down. It ain't no coronavirus. That corona mean the sun, bitch. It is the sun. But the sun ain't a virus. The sun activating us. Telepathy, all kind of shit. But it's not happening for them. Because you a clone. And that's a hard, cold truth. But the truth need to be told. You understand? Do what you will with it. Ashe tribe. All right, so what y'all got for me before I get off of here? Because that's all I really had for today. You understand? I wasn't going to ride on them too hard. You in there and understand? I'm not going to ride on them too hard. You in there and understand? But we see where it's going. You understand what I'm saying? They fertility rates in the toilet. They ain't got no hope again. They getting ready to roll out a whole new lot of killer clones. They done gave people this hot sauce 19. They tried to do another master population event. It didn't work out the way they thought it would. Because a lot of us was smart and didn't take it. So now, we getting ready to see how it's finna go. Ashe. All we got to do is sit here and wait and fall back, bro. We ain't got to do nothing, my G. Ain't nothing we got to do but survive, my G. And we gonna survive. If anything gonna survive on this earth, it's gonna be melanated beings, because this is our earth, bro. We was the first and we gonna be the last. And this is facts on facts. It ain't got shit to do with race. This shit got to do with genetics. That's what them eugenics knew. They knew they was inferior for real, and they was trying to figure out how to make their clone ass into us. And you know what I'm ready for real? I'm ready for these these real aliens. You understand? These motherfuckers that's, you know, I'm ready for them to pop the fuck on out. Because some of us aliens too. You enter and understand. You an alien like a motherfucker, but they tell you. You understand? They even tell you. You understand? Illegal alien. They talk about it all the time. Motherfuckers just like, oh, it's a normal day. Ashe, honey. 422. Mask all the way off, y'all. Mask all the way off. You know I'm going to keep it real if I can't keep it nothing else tribe with y'all. You enter and understand. So, you know, tonight, the plasma energy is high, you guys. Get out there, you understand what I'm saying, and feed off of this cosmic radiation, bro. It's here for you. It's here for your consciousness. You enter and understand. Go out here and be great. You understand? Be your greatest self. Because that's what they fear. They fear your consciousness rising. They just fear you, period. You enter and understand, because they can't box you in. They can't hold you down no more. You understand? Once your consciousness split, once you jumped off of their timeline, they had done lost, bro. Ain't shit they can do, bro. Ain't nothing they can do right now. You can hold up the illusion all you want to, but that illusion is falling day by day by day. Bro, ain't nobody. We know the truth now, bro. Ben knew the truth. It was just time for that awakening to come. All right, tribe. So thank y'all for rocking out with me tonight. You understand? We got Buddha behind us. You understand? Because I knew the haters was going to come. So you understand? They going to have a nice little gift. You understand? It'd be so funny because I ain't going to say nothing else. Y'all have a great night. All right? And we'll do this again.